Hey guys, Lady Michelle, Resistance Chicks. We are coming at you March 31st, 2017. It's a Friday evening, and we're bringing you some crazy stories.
Yeah, here's the thing. A miscarriage of justice theme almost with these two past stories. This Afghan refugee is charged with murder and rape of a German student. But the kicker here was that he was charged with murder and rape in Greece. He went to prison, but get this. He was let out of prison in Greece because the prisons were too full. So then he goes to Germany and he rapes and kills another girl.
I want to punch somebody in the face.
I know. German prosecutors have charged an Afghan migrant with murder and rape of a 19-year-old medical student in Freiburg. The suspect has already served a prison term for a similar offense in Greece but was released early. Officials in southwestern Germany city of Freiburg, home of one of Germany's elite universities where the incident had taken place, announced the charges on Thursday. The prosecution team accused the suspect, known as Hussein K, of having attacked, strangled, and raped Maria Ladenburger, a 19-year-old medical student who disappeared while on her way home from a party in October of 2016. The prosecutors claimed he dumped her in a nearby river. Her body was found on the riverbank the next morning by locals. The prosecution's charge described Hussein K as having killed Maria insidiously and for sexual satisfaction. The DPA news agency reported Hussein K was linked to the crime through DNA evidence. They found his hair, near it. We're in the bushes near the girl's body to identify and arrest him. Hussein K had arrived in Germany from Afghanistan as an unaccompanied. Now, there's two main things to this. When he was arrested, he said, "I'm 17," but medical experts put him at 22.
Wow.
But I believe they're going to try him as a minor.
You're kidding.
So he arrived in 2015 with no identity papers and had been living with a German foster family since. And I don't blame people for questioning who they have and who they bring into their home, especially when they're growing like all kinds of hair. You know?
Oh, meaning they're not young and they're not like a student.
Yeah. Tommy Robinson did a video on this of people who are coming over and they're like 40 years old and they're like, "I'm 17." Like, that's the cutoff age. Like, I'm not gonna leave you if you say you're 17. You know what I mean? However, two studies by medical age experts suggest he was at least 22 at the time of the crime. Due to the uncertainty under German law, Hussein K will be tried as a juvenile.
Oh my
Even though he's already
committed.
He's already, so either that, like when he was in Greece, then he must have killed and strangled a girl when he was like 15, 14 and a half.
Oh, come on. No way. And here's the thing. If you're adult enough to do the same kind of crime and kill and murder and rape somebody twice, you're adult enough to take the sentence.
His case will be heard by the juvenile chamber of the Frederick District. If convicted of murder, he could be handed a 10-year jail term. But you know what? Here's the thing. You fool me once.
Shame on you.
You fool me twice.
Shame on me.
Dude, I was thinking about this, and as I was walking home, and I was like, there are times when that the death penalty needs to be real.
Yes.
Now, maybe a lot of you might like, "Oh no, not the death penalty, not the death penalty, not the death penalty." I believe the death penalty should definitely be very, very few and far between. And I believe that people should be given an ample time to repeal and appeal and go through the system and things like that. But there are people who are dangerous to society. And when somebody, and if he is convicted of this, which he was already convicted of another one, if he's convicted of this, I'm not saying that this person should definitely have the death penalty, but I was thinking about the death penalty and brought it to my mind. When you can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt when somebody is not remorseful, you know, when they admit to a crime.
Oh yeah.
And when you just know that
it's a heinous crime.
And it's a heinous.
Okay, this is not involuntary manslaughter or something like that. I mean, this
exactly.
is a premeditated type deal.
When you realize that the idea behind the death penalty is not revenge. It's this person is so heinous and so, like, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer and Bundy, but
Right.
actually he's alive and in prison right now. But anyways, so anyway, that was just something that came to my mind. You can discuss that amongst yourselves. What really hit me was that he's going to be tried as a juvenile, and in 10 years from now, he could be out raping and killing more people.
Well, and
He needs to
ironically,
be locked away for life. You can't kill 2 people and be let out on the streets
after 10 years, no
after
way.
10 years.
No way.
You just don't. You just don't. You don't kill one person and rape and kill someone and then go rape and kill another person, then you're out in 10 years. Then that's the maximum.
The only thing I can think is that possibly because it was committed in another country, it can't count in this country. It's the only thing I can think of as far as the justice system is concerned. But still, if you rape and murder somebody, you should get more than 10 years because... And then I understand this is in another country, but we go back to the Amish farmer, Sam, who's facing 68 years in prison for making a salve that never hurt a person.
No. See, this doesn't even make sense because I didn't actually look at the dates before. According to police, he raped a Greek student and threw her off a cliff on the Isle in Kafur in May 2013. So in October of
2016,
he would have been barely, around 14 years old.
Right.
Okay, 14 years old to rape and kill someone. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but still, he's obviously lying. He needs to be tried as an adult. And
back to the death penalty thing, this did hit me, and I want you guys to think about this long and hard for those of you that are going back and forth about it. I think a lot of people that are against the death penalty are actually pro-choice. And they believe that it is okay to kill a child in its mother's womb because it might ruin the life of that mother. She can't feed it or clothe it or treat it nicely or whatever you want to.
They always talk about cost, don't they?
Right.
Who's going to raise that? But the cost of putting a prisoner in jail for the rest of their life,
right,
is more than the cost to raise a child.
Yeah. Well, and then we're talking here about letting him off in 10 years as well.
And what's that cost? How many? What kind of life?
It'll cost another life. It'll cost another couple of lives. Aside from the actual cost on society, I'm just saying you have to look at this, guys, rationally.
And see, which is really interesting for us because we are so pro-life. We believe that life begins at conception and every child
life is valuable, blah, blah, blah,
gets a chance. But here's the thing. You don't get that same chance.
No, not as an adult once you murder somebody.
And rape someone.
No.
And see, I would think that the pro-choice people would be on our side with this.
Right.
But you're right, most liberals are against the death penalty.
I know.
And a lot of pro-life people are for it.
Right.
Because I believe that the innocent get a chance.
Yeah.
You get a chance at life. But you know what? You throw away that chance.
When you take someone else's life.
When you take someone else's life. When you rape someone. When you molest a baby and a child and a toddler. Yeah. And things like that. You throw away. So at that point, I'm no longer pro-life.
And here's the thing. In all honesty, once you've been convicted and it's been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, Hillary Clinton says that a baby in the womb doesn't have any constitutional rights. Well, I have to tell you, once you've raped and killed somebody, that baby in the womb has far more constitutional rights than you do.
Bingo. We have to be able to talk these things through and think clearly.
Yeah.
Because we talk about so much about how much would a baby cost to raise and the burden.
Right.
But what is the burden in our prison system? And actually, this is one letter to the editor that I actually got through in the Cincinnati Enquirer years ago.
Yeah, it was really good.
When I wrote about this particular subject, I am so pro-life for the innocent, for babies, for children, to get a chance at life. And how much money could we save if hardened criminals, hardened criminals, you can see them in their eyes. There's no remorse. You can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are murderers inside. Why should we spend millions of dollars, billions of dollars totally, in the total, to feed them, to clothe them, to give them access to libraries and books and exercise.
And porn.
Yeah, they allow porn in prison. Why? You had your chance. So what if I sat down with the pro-choice people and I said, listen, I know you're having a hard time with, how are we going to raise these babies, right? Life for life, man. I bet we can make it happen. On that note,
Do you want to finish this article? Because
well, another outrage about this was revealed that when this girl was actually Maria Ladenburger, she was the daughter of Clemens Ladenburger, who has been an assistant to the Director General of the European Commission's Legal Service since 2008. It also emerged that Maria had worked as a volunteer in one of the local refugee shelters in her spare time, helping people like.
That makes it so much more atrocious.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, you guys, that wraps up this story. And we will have links to all of these, we always do in the description. So you can always read more there and find out more. I would encourage you to do that because this is outrageous. And don't forget to share these on your social media pages. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it is not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications and find us on Facebook and Twitter. Again, we want to hear what you guys have to say about this.
There's so many things wrong with this. He's lying about his age. He's already been a murderer.
And a rapist.
Rapist, yeah. Wow. Oh, a lot of people say innocent until proven guilty. He was charged and convicted already with the same crime.
In Greece.
In Greece. So, I think that this is one of those cases where you can say, with confidence, they found the DNA, the police think this is their guy.
Yeah.
The fact that he lied, he's obviously lied, he's not 17.
Yeah.
He's obviously a liar lying to police. He's already a murderer and a rapist. But this might not be, because somebody said, well, you're innocent until proven guilty. Well, you know what? He's already guilty. He should have served out his term. 10 years for murder and rape. You don't get 10 years for murder and rape. You get life sentences for murder and rape. You do know that, right? You can't come out. You killed someone. You don't get to leave prison when you kill someone for sexual pleasure even. Manslaughter, accidents, I get it. An accident, you're gonna fight, a heated fight, blah, blah, blah. This was, anyways, keep on, sorry.
They like it when Leah gets fired up.
I'm sorry, let's go, next story.
I was caught